welcome to a new vlog. It's the weekend. I mean, technically it's Friday, but you know what I mean. Welcome to a new weekend vlog. And I am multitasking right now. I'm cutting up an apple for a snack because it is so busy at work. You guys, you have no idea. But I keep forgetting that this weekend is a long weekend. So I don't have to go to work on Monday. 3 days of reading, you guys, that's so exciting. And it's supposed to be super hot, which you know how I feel about, but maybe I'll go down to the beach. Maybe. We'll see how the weather goes. It's been a crazy week. Like I said, my brain is mush, complete mush, and it's only going to be busier next week. So I'm going to really relish this weekend and really relax and take advantage of it. As far as reading updates go, I am still reading the same two books from the last vlog. I'm reading Goblin by Josh Malerman and Lisey's Story by Stephen King. I haven't gotten much reading done this week because I don't know how many times I need to say this. I don't know why I keep repeating myself, but guess what? Work was super busy. So I think I'm like 50% through Goblin now, and I haven't touched Lisey's Story in days. So those are my goals this weekend, is to finish Lisey's Story and to finish Goblin. Yeah, I think that's about it. Welcome to a new vlog. Woo, it's the weekend. My new fanny pack is here. What? Guys, it's so cute. Look. It's a Hobbit themed fanny pack. So obviously, I needed it. 2 little pockets. It's so cute. And I'm gonna be so ready this summer to not go on an adventure, but to read about one. It's Saturday, and it's very hot, as you can probably tell from my flushed cheeks. Ugh, it's like 21 degrees. I hate it. Reading update. I finished Goblin this morning, and it was amazing. Easily 5 out of 5 stars. These are 6 novellas set in a very strange town called Goblin, where it rains all the time and they bury their dead standing up, and they just have a really weird old town there. And these 6 stories all interconnect throughout this town and take place in the span of 1 day and night, and it was awesome. So good. I spent most of the day reading Lisey's Story, and I'm on page 228. I am actually really enjoying it. I think when you have the chance to sort of like read it in big chunks, you kind of get used to the different writing style, and then it kind of flows a little bit better. And I think, you know, this isn't very horror related, you know, so far. I mean, it's mostly kind of like a sad romance novel with a bit of like mystery in it, you know, and I think that's probably what turns a lot of people off because, you know, like I said, I'm 200, almost 30 pages in, and there's been maybe one piece of horror in it. But I am enjoying it. Like, I'm sold on this. I'm very curious to see what happens because, again, I have no memory at all about this book. So I'm gonna read a bit more tonight, but now I'm gonna turn on all the fans and chill out on the couch with King. Oh my god, My Chemical Romance reference in a Stephen King book. My 2 favorite things in the entire world. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm freaking out. Hey you guys, it is Monday and it's a holiday, long weekend. We just got back from the grocery store and I'm now in the middle of laundry. I just wanted to give you a reading update. So I finished Lisi's story last night and I actually want to give it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it this time around. It's definitely a slow start. The first 150 pages are a little bit of a drag, but once you get past that, it's really incredible. And I think I can understand why my teenage self gave it 2 stars, and that's because this is not really a horror novel, you know? I think when you're a teenager, you're just like, let me get the, you know, the guts and the blood, and this is boring. I don't want to hear about this like old married couple. I just didn't get it, but I really loved it. I really loved learning about Lisi and learning about her life and her sisters and her husband. And basically the book is about a author and his wife, and the author has this kind of strange world that he can go to. It's like a world that's parallel to ours. And it's kind of freaky, but it also can do a lot of good things as well. And when he passes away, Lisi is kind of sent on this almost treasure hunt, and she has to go to this strange world that he has had access to, and there's a whole lot of stuff going on. There's this crazy guy that's coming after her because he wants her husband's manuscripts that haven't been unpublished, and her sister is going through some tough times. So it's very much like a family drama and romance. I mean, there's a lot of romance in this book, so I highly recommend it for those of you that like a slow burn and that like the more character-focused aspect of King. I'm really glad I reread it. And yeah, this morning I started my Dark Vanessa. You can see in the TBR jar that was my next pick. And my Dark Vanessa is a kind of like modern Lolita. Basically, it's this young girl who's at school and her teacher have an affair, and it's completely inappropriate, but she doesn't really see it that way when she thinks back on it. And it's set in 2017 when the Me Too movement was kicking off, and a lot of other students come forward and claim that this teacher abused them sexually and emotionally, and she's like, what are you talking about? He loved me, like I'm not a victim, and is trying to, like, as she remembers back, you start to realize that this was an abusive relationship. Like, no 15-year-old should be dating a man in his 30s, a man in a position of power. So it's a dark read, but it's really fascinating. I'm about halfway through. Yeah, so that's it. Hey guys, time to wrap up the weekend vlog. It is Tuesday afternoon, and yeah, it was a really good long weekend. I read a ton. I finished Goblin, I finished Lisi's story. That's like, what, 700, 800 pages of reading. That's crazy. And I am almost done my Dark Vanessa. I'm on page 314. So that's another 300 pages that I read. This is incredible. My God. It's her debut novel. It's crazy. It is super dark. It is super tough. It is emotionally conflicting because she is such an unreliable narrator. And I'm like, is she a good person? Is she not? Is she like the way she is because of what happened to her when she was a kid and she was, molested and raped by this teacher, but she doesn't see it that way? It is complex. And I'm really curious to see how this ends. I don't really know. I don't have any predictions. So just find out in next week's vlog, I guess, or go read it for yourself. But of course, major trigger alerts here, y'all. I mean, literally the premise of the book is about, young women being groomed by pedophiles. So, go in knowing what you're going into so you don't get hurt. I also started my nonfiction read, The Cold Vanish. I only read the sort of intro and first chapter, and it freaked me out because it, the first map has my home. Look. Where? That's where I live. Ooh. So I really don't have any updates about this because I literally read 10 pages, but I was in the mood for a nonfiction while I'm reading a fiction, so that's what we're at. So yeah, I hope you had a good weekend. I hope you have a good week, and I'll see you in the next one.